Yeah, so thank you guys. And Krishna, I believe so that we are in previously we already completed many things, right? But this is the new and this will be a new batch. Okay, so today is the first day, and what are the things that we are going to cover in this series that we'll discuss today? So first, today we'll discuss about the course introduction, and then our after that we'll discuss about the firewall technology. Lab setup, I have already uploaded the video in the YouTube. Okay, that you can go and watch and you can set up by yourself. If anything, I'll help you if you face any issues or any challenge in during the lab setup. Okay, I will share the image link, so from there you can download. Okay, and then anyone is trying to join. I think just a minute. Okay, so so what? Okay, so course introduction. So first we'll do the how to configure the FortiGate basic configuration that we will do in GUI and the CLI as well. Okay, so this is also like I believe so that you are familiar with the Cisco technology. So how in the CLI mode we are configuring the Cisco router and switches, right? In the same way, we can also configure a FortiGate firewall by using the CLI and CLI. But here we have a one good option, that is a graphical user interface. So GUI is good for configuration, but at the same time CLI is more better than the GUI, I can say. And the like many things which is not available in graphical user interface, that is just available into the CLI. Okay, and the command line is also very simple. Once you if you do if you spend more time in the with the FortiGate technology, then it will be very easy to understand. Okay, this is similar to the Cisco. And after that, we will do the static routing and default routing. Okay, so what is the use of static routing and the default static routing and default routing that you guys know very well. FortiGate is not a zone-based firewall, but we can create a zone and we can also configure zone-based policy. Okay, and same way we'll do the RIP configuration, OSPF configuration. Okay, so we are not going to discuss what is the OSPF link and state and what is about the OSPF timer and nothing. We are not going to discuss about this. We'll just discuss how OSPF work. Okay, and how to configure that OSPF and how to monitor the OSPF traffic and the troubleshooting, that we will cover. And after that, network address translation, that we will cover by using the will configure here net configuration. And user authentication will be there, side to side VPN and VPN with the graphical user interface. Okay, and the CLI also we will cover. And then route based, in there is a multiple way to configure the IPsec VPN in the FortiGate firewall. Okay, that is a template ways and custom ways. Okay, in wizard you no need to select the attributes. In custom you need to select the attributes based on your, you can define the your priority, and you can choose your encryption and algorithms, so that you can get to know in the custom base. And the same way, policy based also will do in the CLI, and this certificate authentication also will do. Okay, and the same time we'll cover this how to configure IPsec VPN with the FortiGate and the Cisco and the Cisco ASA, along with the FortiGate to Palo Alto and the FortiGate to Juniper. Okay, then what is the transparent firewall, that we'll discuss and we'll do the configure. I'll just wanted to share some point like firewall FortiGate firewall is having two modes. Okay, first is a net mode and second is a transparent mode. Net mode means the layer 3 mode, and transparent mode is nothing but it is a L2, like switch. We can't assign IP address in the switch interface, right? In L2, correct? So in the similar, in the transparent firewall we cannot assign the IP address, but to access the firewall we can assign some management IP address, but not into the interface. Remember this point. Okay, that will discuss more about this during the practical. Okay, then vwire and the transparent both are similar. Okay, there is only difference in the management IP we need to assign into this vwire, but mostly transparent is in use. Okay, then HA. HA high availability like FHRP, HSRP, that we know about that. But here when we are having a multiple FortiGate firewall, in between that, how to configure the HA and how to, their attributes, what are the, protocol that HA is supporting, and what will be the sync and what can't be sync with the HA, that we'll discuss into the configuration along with the SLB, server load balancer. Okay, so server load balancer is nothing but it is like F5 load balancer or array load balancer, like to handle the millions of traffic and distribute with the available servers. Okay, like here, uh, just a minute, stop and close them. So like this. Okay, so this will be our, these are our servers which is available in the inside of our data center, which is connected with the FortiGate firewall and server and the switches. So these are our public users. Might be, let's suppose this is an Amazon office, and there is a millions of traffic is coming from that public all over the world, and this is coming towards it to the internet to our firewall. So the traffic will reach to the firewall, and firewall will define where to send the, to which server I need to send the traffic. Okay, how they will calculate and they will distribute. We have some algorithm like round robin, static, and some other algorithm that we are having, that through that we can distribute our traffic with our available servers. Okay, is it clear? And the same time, admin profile is just a small thing, like how we are, let's suppose we have a multiple engineers in the same organization. So some are the new, so we just wanted to allow them to read to for the read access. We don't want to allow them as a read write access. So that time we can create a profile for them. And VRRP is nothing but that is a part of HSRP. Okay, and one more thing, SLB, server load balancer, is only available into the FortiGate firewall, not to others. Okay, like Palo Alto or Checkpoint, that is not available in the even the Cisco. And after that, we'll go with the ADVPN, ADVPN configuration. So that ADVPN is ADVPN configuration. So this will be our topology for ADVPN. Okay, so we have a multiple branches. Okay, and this will be our hub. Okay, this will be a HO, and this is known as a hub and spoke. So hub and spoke will just create one tunnel in between. Okay, so in IPsec, if you create IPsec tunnel from this HO to this spoke, okay, and this HO to spoke and spoke and spoke. So what it will be happen in the IPsec, branch to branch communication is possible. Okay, from here to here, from here to here, you can establish the communication. But when branch to branch want to establish the communication, that is not possible with the IPsec VPN. So for that, we are having a ADVPN, so auto discovery virtual private networks. So with this, once you create the tunnel in between the hub and spoke, the branch to branch configuration automatically done. No need to configure, or no need to do additional exercise for to configure this branch to branch IPsec tunnel. Got it? So that is the difference in between the IPsec and the ADVPN. Guys, am I audible? Krishna?
Yeah, yeah, Mahesh.
So these are the things that we are going to cover. And who are the join? Okay, yeah. So, and after that, we are having some other option like Fortinet dial-up VPN, that is SSL VPN. Okay, that we will configure in that split tunnel and the forced tunnel. What is the difference in between, that also we'll discuss. And after that, we have a SD-WAN technology. So SD-WAN is nothing but, let's suppose we have a multiple ISP connectivity. Don't think like this SD-WAN is like that SD-WAN. You mean to say like SD-WAN technology? That is not a separate SD-WAN technology. It is nothing but it is a kind of ether channel. Okay. So SD-WAN, let me show you that. Just a minute, guys. So here we have a multiple ISP link with our FortiGate, which is connected with our FortiGate. Okay. So here the both the ISP we can bind this both the interface, and it will like for the destination, or we can say like while configuring the static route, we have a multiple path to send their internal data to the internet, right? So which path you will select first or second? But what if you are having an option that you can utilize both the link at the same time, correct? So we can combine this both the interface or both the ISPs, so that at the same time we'll achieve that we will able to use both the ISPs. Okay, so that will be comes under the SD-WAN technology, and after that FSSO and VDOM. So FSSO is nothing but, let's suppose you are having one server, okay, one server with whom like AD server. Got it. So in AD server, every configuration is available, like user details and that whatever that you're creating. Okay, so that will be available there. So automatically that detail will that user detail will sync with this. Okay, the your AD server detail will sync automatically with the our FortiGate firewall. So we'll just install one FSSO agent. So that agent will authenticate to the user based on our config policy and the configuration. Okay, so no, again it will not redirect to the AD server to authenticate by to any users request. Okay, so that we will cover. And vdom is there. Vdom is a kind of VLAN configuration which we are doing in that switch. So what we are doing in the switch, we are using one single hardware, right? So we are creating multiple VLANs so that group of user cannot establish the communication in multiple different VLANs, right? In the same way, here we can create a multiple VDOMs. Okay, then we have a link aggregation, link redundant interface. So what is this? The link. So I'll just try to explain you ether channel and link redundancy. So when we are having ether channel, just a minute, why it is not open? Okay. So let's suppose we have one like one ISP. So if there is a single ISP with a single interface, then there is a chances to down and the network can be if let's suppose this ISP link is down, then the entire communication will stop, right? In between our switch to firewall, if there is a single ISP link, so there is chances that if the available link is down, then entire communication will stop definitely. So let's suppose we receive one link from the ISP to our switch, okay, which switch is non-manageable, okay, and we created multiple link from here. If port 1 is down, then port 2 is down, and port 1 will be available to receive and send the packet to the toward the internet. So here we cannot create a ether channel. We can't bind the multiple interface when we are having a non-management device, correct? Like generally we are using 8 port switch, correct? In the real time, we are just taking one ISP, and from that ISP we are just connecting to our 8 port switch, which is obviously non-manageable. Then we are redistributing to our available devices that same interface. Okay, so this here, when we are having a one firewall which is manageable and other side we have a one switch which is non-manageable. So in between we cannot create a, what we can't do the ether channel, correct? Or we can say we can't bind the multiple interface. So for that we are having a redundant configuration we can do. And when we are having a inside in the lane side, there is a switch and there is a firewall, and the switch is our manageable. Okay, so in this manageable, what we can do in manageable, we can configure the ether channel because both the devices are manageable, correct? So this link will we can bind. So that is the option of link redundancy and the link aggregation we can do. And after that, we have a 40 manager and the 40 manager. So from there, we can manage multiple FortiGate devices or multiple FortiGates. The services are there of the FortiGate that we can, especially in the 40 manager, we can manage from the single dashboard to the multiple firewalls like 10, 20, 100, 500, whatever that device you are having. That all the device you can configure from this your FortiManager, and you can monitor and you can create the policy and deploy the policy into that all the FortiGate or any one FortiGate if you want, that you can create and you can deploy into the particular FortiGate firewall. Clear? And the Forti analyzer is a log. Okay, so from here whatever that device or anything is that logs is generating by your device, so that all the device logs will comes under to the Forti analyzer. Clear? So these are the things that we are going to cover in this series. Okay, here any doubt or any question? Shankar, Tawfiq, Krishna, any question, any doubt?
No, Mahesh.
Okay, so can we proceed with the basic understanding of the firewall?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, so course introduction we done, right? What are the things that we are going to cover? And the next, firewall technology. So what are the things that we are having under the firewall that we will get to know today? So for that, just a minute, guys. Just a minute. Can I assume like everyone is aware about the FortiGate technologies? Not about the FortiGate, at least the firewall technologies. Hello, Shankar. Do you have any idea about
Yes,
the firewall? Krishna,
yes, Mahesh.
Oliveria,
No,
you don't have any even the basic idea about the firewall technology, correct?
no, I have.
You have idea about the firewalls, right?
Yes,
Okay, so
yes.
no problem. That's great. So it will be a very helpful to explain, and it will be the same, and it will be easy for you to understand. Okay. So in every firewall, okay, in any firewall, what is the firewall actually? Okay. So a commuting a firewall is a network security system that monitor and control incoming and outgoing network traffic based on the predefined security rules. So obviously, like ACL, we are using in the router to control our traffic, right? Incoming and outgoing traffic. In the same way, in the firewall also we can control our traffics. Okay. Please mute yourself. Who is that? Unmute. Please mute yourself. Oliveria, I think you are on unmute.
Y- y-
Yeah,
Yes,
please.
can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What's your question?
We're getting some noise from background noise from your side. So if you have any
Okay,
question, you
okay,
can unmute yourself. You can ask me. Okay. Please mute till
okay, all
that.
right. All right, thank you.
Okay. And then we are having so a firewall typically establishes a barrier between a trusted internal network and untrusted external networks. So what is the meaning of that? So trusted means your local area network. Okay, trusted. So this is your trusted network. Okay, and this is your firewall. This is a switch, and this is your lane. So this will be your trusted network, and the ISP, the internet, will be your untrusted network. So what firewall is doing here? So firewall is act like a barrier in between both the network, like internal and the external. Clear? And after that, a firewall can be a software, hardware, and a combination of both. Even though nowadays virtual firewalls are there. Okay, so to install into this cloud like Amazon or Microsoft Azure. Okay, a firewall generally work at a layer 3 and a layer 4 of the OSI model. Layer 3 is the network layer where IP works, and layer 4 is the transport layer where TCP and UDP function. So as we know about this OSI layer, the application layer, okay, presentation, session, all this known as a software layer also is known as a upper layer. Okay. After that, application, presentation, session, and transport. So transport is our fourth layer, correct? So this TCP, UDP, and DNS traffic will comes under that because DNS is also one of the protocol, right? So every protocol traffic will comes under a layer 4. Okay. So layer 3 means IP, and layer 4 means our port number and the protocol number or protocol type will comes under that. Okay, so these are the functionality that generally the firewall is doing. But nowadays the firewalls are capable to monitor and that inspection to till the layer 1 to layer 7. Okay, so I believe so this is clear for you guys. So earlier what happened, like for the packet filtering firewall, we need to purchase one firewall which is just capable to filter your traffic. Okay, so like by using the ACL, our router is only act like a packet filtering firewall. We just need to find the source and the destination, correct? And allow traffic and the deny traffic. We just earlier we used to define that. So for that we just used to purchase a router. But after that, in previously there is an application level gateway and the proxy firewalls came, next generation firewalls came, and the software firewall, hardware firewalls came, right? So there will be in upcoming slides you'll get to know about the other firewalls. Okay, so where I'll explain you guys. So type of firewall, like packet filtering firewalls, as we discussed about that routers. In the proxy firewalls, let's suppose we have a one firewall, okay, and we have a internet. At the same time, we are having a switch. In this switch, we have a one proxy server, okay, proxy server. So for that, these lane users can, whenever they are sending the traffic, we need to create some policy into this proxy server. So whenever the traffic will come, it will come to the switch and switch to that proxy server, and proxy server will check that whether this for this particular destination or particular source, whether the policies allow or deny for the traffic which they want to go as a destination. Okay, for that it is allow or deny, that will check. If the found is allow, then it will send the traffic to a gateway, and gateway will send traffic to the internet, and the vice versa, the traffic will come back from the internet to the firewall, and firewall to the switch to that or proxy server, and the proxy server will reply to that particular user. Okay, so there is unnecessary delay is happening. Okay, earlier it was come with the single box, come with that this particular services like proxy, and there is a multiple proxy, like this proxy is known as a server based proxy, and this will be after that we got proxy firewall, so that proxy firewall will now as a gateway proxy, so the policy we can configure into the gateway. Okay, so this is the difference in between the proxy, and there will definitely found some delay because there is one main in middle, right? So extra hope will be joining there. So that is the reason we're getting some delayed. We'll observe. Earlier it come, but nowadays it is not coming with the single box. It is coming all the sub facilities come with the single box nowadays. Next generation firewall. So it is a deep packet inspection firewall that moves beyond port protocol inspection and blocking to aid application level inspection, intrusion prevention, and bringing intelligence from outside the firewall. Means next generation firewall is having a capability. Let's suppose we have a one firewall and we have a some signature of the IPS signature, like this is the signature, this is the signature, this is the signature. Okay, so just a minute, guys. Someone is trying to join, right? They joined or not? Okay, if anyone will try to join, just allow them. Okay, so after that, here here in the next, what is the difference in the next generation firewall? Okay, so next generation firewall is having a capability to do the deep inspection, as well as they are having the capability of our sandboxing. So what is the sandboxing? So let's suppose we have a firewall, and here there is some signature, noun signature, we can say signature for what, whatever the threat happen as of now. Okay, that for that we have a signature is nothing but one of the antivirus which can prevent from the threat, the noun threats. Okay, the noun threats, let's suppose this is their person who is trying to give some false packet, or they try to threat your network. So a firewall, the request will come toward the internet to our gateway. Firewall will check the packet, and they will also check if anything, if any threat found in this packet, particular packet. Okay, the firewall will check their noun signature. If it is with the known threads, it will drop the packet, and because of there is a thread, it will suspect. Okay, if there is a new threads, okay, new threads sending by this person, which is for that there is a no signature in the firewall. So what happened in that time? The firewall will receive the packet, and firewall will send the packet to the destination, to this PC. Okay, this server, let's suppose. So no one is the firewall as of now who can uh, you know stop this thread or the unknown threads. Okay, the new threads they cannot stop. But at the same time, firewall will suspect some threads, so it will send a packet to whom? It will send a packet to your antivirus team, or we can say that cloud team who is who develop that anti against that threat. So once firewall suspect this, it will send up one copy to that sandbox team, and sandbox team will create a antivirus against that threat, and it will send the entire Fortigate firewall which is available in the world. Okay. Meantime, you can't stop this. Clear? What is the next generation firewall? Is it clear, guys? So I can go ahead. Okay. So I think you're getting all this point. Okay, no problem, guys. So after that, what is there? Just a minute. So Krishna, Shankar, Olivia, you guys are getting my point? Please confirm, guys. So we'll go with the other
Yes,
slide.
yes, Maris. I'm
Okay,
getting your point.
okay, okay. So what is the next generation firewall? Okay, so that Krishna and Shankar. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you're getting my point. What is that?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is the next generation firewall? Because this is not just about the learning. This is also about the interview questions.
Yes,
So
yes,
that is the reason I'm asking. Obviously, that interviewer will ask you what is the in between of that next generation firewall and that older firewall, older generation. Okay, so this is the difference in between, and also there will be some other firewalls technology that we'll discuss in other slide. Okay, so
yes,
standalone firewall means earlier it come with the particular box come with the particular service, like VPN service we need to purchase one particular box. For IPS function we need to purchase one particular box. Web proxy we need to purchase dedicated device. For antivirus service we need to purchase one box. Web filtering we need to purchase one dedicated box. Sandboxing we need to purchase one box. SSL inspection we need to purchase box. But this was the older, it's like around 19 when in initial days of the firewall. Okay, firewall technologies. All these technologies, please please mute yourself. We're getting some noise. So all these functions come nowadays with this in a single box. Firewall, VPN function will come, app control will come, IPS will come, antivirus services will come, URL filtering, sandboxing, SSL, all the services will come in a single box. So we no need to purchase nowadays and dedicated firewall for the dedicated services. Clear? So this is the next generation firewall, which is having advanced threat detection and prevention options, and next generation firewall, and which is available in the sandboxing services in build comes. Okay, for that SPU, the dedicated CPU is there to transmit the traffic. So these are the functionality. Okay, and some more firewalls is there, stateless and stateful firewalls, which is not available in these slides. So what is the stateless firewall? Stateless in between, what is that's the again this is again the interview question. So interview will definitely ask you what is the difference in between the stateless firewall and the stateful firewall. So like CPU, you have a switch is switch. With this switch we are having a multiple CPU, multiple users are connected, multiple PCs are connected. So by our performance they are able to get their MAC address. This switch will whenever this request will come, this will first time, let's suppose this is a 10.1 IP and this is a 10.3 IP. So this will generate a packet with the source as a 10.1, with the destination 10.3. Okay, so it will send the packet to the switch. Switch don't about the source make also will be there in the right. Source make will be also there in the packet. So what are the things like source IP, destination IP, source make, and destination make. So let's suppose this the MAC address of this PC is a and this PC is a C. Okay, and this 10.1 wanted to establish communication with the 10.3. So source IP will be a 10.1, destination IP will be a 10.3, and source make is a. But first time communication, so this PC don't know about the destination MAC address, correct? So this will be a like FFFF, correct? So this will be a question mark, let's suppose. So this packet will generate by this PC, and this packet will send to a next hop. Next hop means the switch. Okay, the switch will take check their make table, correct? Whether it is available or not. If it is not found, so it will flood the packet. Means it will broadcast the packet. Switch always do the broadcast first time. So it will send to this packet, this device and this device too, even to this interface and this interface too. So this interface, okay, this interface will not respond because this is a not word, not a 10.3 even. So 10.3, this is like 10.2. So this PC will respond with the ARP reply, we can say, and it will send to the packet. This port number is a X, this port number is a Y, this port number is a Z. So switch will maintain one MAC table, that is a in X I have a MAC address, that is a. In Y I have a MAC one PC, that is MAC address is like D. Okay, we have a one more port number, that is a Z. That port number is what? The port number is the MAC address of that device, that is a C. So this will generate by the switch, correct? That is known as a MAC table or CAM table also we are telling, correct? So in the similar way, we are in this stateful firewall. Whenever any traffic is come to uh, this is the user send one packet to 8.8.8.8, correct? This is a Google server, let's suppose. So the request will come to the switch and switch to the firewall, and firewall will maintain what will be the pack or what will be in the packet. Okay, what are the details will be in the packet. So let's suppose this IP is a 10.1 again, and the source IP will be there 10.1. Destination IP will be there in the packet, that will be a 8.8.8.8. Okay, and there will be a TCP sync. Okay, TCP, transmission control protocol, message will be there, the sync will be there. We know about the three-way handshake. I believe so that you guys are aware about the three-way handshake about the TCP, right? So if you don't know, I'll just explain you. This is the client and this is the server. So client will send a sync packet. This is known as a three-way handshake. So the client will send the first the sync. Server will respond with the sync plus acknowledgement. And again client will send a acknowledgement. Then only the traffic will send and receive. Correct? So in the similar way, in this client will send one packet of the firewall with this all three details, and the source port, destination port will be also there. Please allow who is trying to join. Source port and destination port will be there. So let's suppose source port is a 840 and this is running with the 443. Okay, so 443. So this will send to that firewall. Firewall will establish a one table. Okay, this is a stateful firewall. We are just explaining about the stateful firewall. So stateful firewall will just maintain one state table. Okay, here it will manage. Okay, one source is went to outside, that is a 10.1. Okay, with the source with the port number, whatever the port number is a 40, and it is a sync packet. Okay, with the TCP sync packet. So it will come to the fire internet will send to the our this server, and this next at the same time server will respond to that internet, and it from the internet it will respond to the firewall, and firewall will check this time who is coming this time. Source will be 8.8.8.8, destination is 10.1, and this will take time. This will check this is a sync packet or sync plus acknowledgement. So if it is sync plus, it will check, okay, it went for the 8.8. Okay, it coming for 10.1, that is also fine. What is the packet type? That sync or sync acknowledgement. Okay, the sync went and the sync acknowledgement we are getting as a reply. Okay, and after that it will check about the port number. If the port number match, that is fine, otherwise there is not checking. Okay, so once this packet match, it will send to that destination. If it is not a sync packet, then it will drop the packet. Sync plus acknowledgement, then it will drop the packet, because by default it will not accept the packet from the outside. But if it is a policy available, then it is available. It will check. Okay, but stateful firewall is maintaining one state table where maintaining that connections, whatever the pending connection is there, it will maintain by the our stateful firewall. But at the same time, stateless firewall can't maintain this table. Clear, guys? Clear? Okay. So anyway, so these are the things that we discuss about that. And after that, what is that? This is that certification type. So NSE1, NSE2, NSE3, NSE4 until NSE8 is there in the Fortigate is providing this kind of certification. So NSE1 to NSE3, it is a completely free. You can log in, you can register yourself in the Fortigate site, and you can do the certification. Okay. But from NSE4 to NSE8, you need to pay some amount. Okay. So what are the things will come under the NSE4? Fortigate security and Fortigate infrastructure. Okay.
Mahesh.
Yeah. Please tell me.
Mahesh.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm audible. Yeah. You are audible. Please tell me. Yeah. Please tell me. Olivera. Hello. You are audible. You can taste me. You can tell me. Anyway. Hello. I'm not getting response from you. Krishna, am I audible? Krishna. I'm audible. We are here now. Okay. In where? So my screen is visible, I believe so. Just a minute. There was some technical issue, so we hold this. So my screen is visible and everything is going fine. No problem. Thank you. So thank you for holding, guys. And these are the certification. Okay, in NSE4, NSE, NSE1, NSE2, and NSE3 is a completely free. You can log into the Fortigate certification site and you can achieve this all these three certification. For NSE4, you need to pay some amount. NSE4 to NSE8 is a chargeable. Okay. So we are going to cover in this series. We'll cover NSE4 as well as NSE5. Theoretical and practical. So in NSE4, we'll get to know here in the FortiGate security technologies and the FortiGate infrastructure. In NSE4, we'll just cover an Forti manager and a Forti manager. Rest we cannot cover. Okay. So these are enough for you to understand about the FortiGate technology. Rest, I don't think so that anyone is available who can teach you about the NSE6, NSE7, and NSE8 because image are not available for the practical. Okay, so no one can teach you as of now. For these all the things you get to know about the in the real time whenever you'll get an opportunity to work with the FortiGate technology, where you'll get in the FortiGate indicator, NAC, and wave. So that time you will be able to continue that. Okay, to learn that. So after that, firewall feature need to review. So architecture and the prefer a software firewall that you can install or new existing PC dedicated. So that is the architecture. Okay. So session, how many current firewall session? Whenever you need to purchase, you need to review your requirement and that the firewall models who is going to the firewall which is going to fulfill your requirement or not. That you need to verify before purchasing. So these are the major firewalls which is available in the market as of now. So FortiGate, Palo Alto, Cisco, Checkpoint, Sonic Wall. These are the major player of in the market as of now for the firewall technology. So after that, introduction and history is there, which you can get it in the internet as well. Okay, what is the Fortinet? Who is the founder and where he work and what he does before that? How many like these everything that how many years old is of this technology. that you get to know in the Fortigate website. And after that, Fortigate is the product of the Fortigate. So Fortigate is there, firewall itself, Forti Wi-Fi, access point, and the Forti Analyzer, Forti Manager, Forti Switch, email, voice, web, camera, scan, authentication, Forti Carrier, the database, Forti Client, Forti DC, and these are the DNS and Forti token. These are the major service which is providing by the Fortigate firewall. And the router and switches is also there, which is not in my list. It is a older one actually. So router and switches nowadays, that Forti switch is there, but Forti router is not there. So that you need to check. Okay. So we have like access layer, core layer, and distribution layer in Cisco. In the same way, we are having some categories in the FortiGate as well. So like entry level is from 30 to 90 series firewall. 90 to 100 to 900 series will be your mid-range appliance, and after that 1000 to 3000, 3000 and until the 6000, it will be your high-end appliance. Okay, where they are having capable to handle a millions of traffic at the same time. Okay, and the chassis base 5000 and 7000 series firewall. Okay, these are our ISP based firewall, which is capable to handle your 24 by 7 services. Even all the firewall will handle, but the traffic and the output, the throughput is different in every firewalls, every models. That you need to go and check that cookbook of the every models. Okay, and stateful firewall, stateless firewall, I already explain you guys. So this I will explain at the end of the session. Okay, so proxy based and the flow based, that we'll discuss during the practical, because proxy based inspection involves and buffering, and flow based, so generally we'll configure our firewall in the flow based. Proxy based we can't configure in some point. In one or two practical we'll go through the proxy based, but rest of the time we'll go with the flow based only. So comparison and flow proxy, this not important. So we are having a two operation mode. This is also interview question, like modes of operation. So net mode and the transparent mode. In net mode we'll use the L3. In transparent mode, we'll use as a L2 to our firewall. So where in L2 we cannot assign the IP address into that interface, but at the same time in NAT mode we can assign the IP address into our firewall interfaces. Got it? So these are the things that we need to know before going on. So by default, the firewall IP address will come with the management IP address, that is a 192.168.1.99. You need to just connect one LAN cable with your laptop for the first login before configuration. Okay, then you need to create one you also need to assign this series IP in your laptop, like here 1.99. So your laptop must be a 1.100, and that CIDR is a 24, means 255.255.255.0, and your gateway will be a 1.99, because this firewall will be our gateway for this laptop. And after that, you need to access this IP into your any by using any URL. Okay, that's HTTP 192.168.1.99. Okay, that you need to log in, and after that you need to, by default ID password is admin. Once you enter the as ID as a admin, then you need to hit double enter. Then again it will ask to by default there is a no password, so you need to select the password. Okay, and this is the way how you can do. So this is all about the FortiGate technology. Then tomorrow we will do the basic configuration. That is a that firewall technology also we done today. Guys, I already shared the link with you. So from there you can download the images and you can create your lab, which I already uploaded the video how to create a lab in VMware environment in my YouTube channel. So from there you can get to know how to, you can follow that video and you can understand that. And basic with GUI and CLI, that you guys can will do tomorrow. Okay, okay, Krishna, Oliveria, is it fine?
Yeah, okay. Gosh.
Yes.
So if anything, any doubt, Krishna, you already configured the lab, right?
Yeah, but I was install a few steps is balancing in
Servers.
the last steps. Yeah.
So REST server is not required now. You can focus on REST, whatever the basic configuration of the firewall. Once we
Okay.
come to the server, we'll do that. Okay. If I'm
Okay.
not available, please
Okay.
help to Oliveria to set up the lab.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Krishna, please
Yes.
help him in
Yes.
keeping. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So we'll